I'm trying to reach people with social media right now. You know that everybody's online. Everybody's spending a lot more time online. Maybe a little bit less now as I record this live in July than they were in, say, March or April when we were just so very hungry for news or for connection. But they're still online. And potentially because we're not out, or we're out and then we're in and then we're out, and that's probably going to happen like a volley on a tennis court for quite some time. Your audience is online, and Facebook is a place to go. You may also find that your best audience is on Instagram or on YouTube, but inevitably you need to be online. But what are your best social media fitness posts, and which ones are performing best right now? So if you're a personal trainer, this is where you want to be. I'm Deborah Atkinson, and you're listening to the Voice for Fitness Professionals podcast, where I share marketing and sales strategies so that you can grow your business without being salesy, pushy, or sleazy, and you can help more people and create a business and a life that you love, even now during COVID-19. So I want to dive in and let you know this episode is brought to you first by the Flipping 50 Fitness Specialist. It's the first and the only hormone balancing exercise prescription program designed exclusively for women in all stages of menopause. There are 46 million of them, and 6,000 entering menopause every single day. They know they have a problem. They're actively seeking a solution. They generally have money to spend or will budget for it, and they want help yesterday, even during COVID-19, and actually 3 months into it, more so, because they're a little too close to the pantry and the refrigerator cooking meals they never wanted to cook, and it's all become a little too much. So if you're working with them, and especially ladies, personal trainers and health coaches, if you are one, you are the exact fitness professional, health professional that women want to work with. They want to work with somebody who gets them and has life experience, not just fitness and health experience. I'll put the link in the show notes. It'll be fitnessmarketingmastery.com/programs. And right now is the perfect time to get started. Go check it out after you listen to this show. All right, diving in. Connection is really important. So if you are looking for the key to fitness posts and wondering why you can't get any traction, even though you're there and you're posting, well, here's what's getting in the way for most fitness centers and for trainers, especially if you're an introvert. Because as far as social media and fitness posts, it's the personal ones that do best. That's you, a person, talking, sharing, taking someone on a tour of your home, your kitchen, your pantry, your gym. It's you having your massage therapist or your nutritionist, your personal training director, or your most popular trainer or fitness instructor do the same. It's you as the general manager or the owner getting on, talking about what you do, not what you do for business and how you're keeping it safe, but literally what you do right now to keep yourself safe, keep your stress as low as you possibly can, and what you struggle with and what a typical day is like for you. Your best social media posts for personal training and for fitness programs right now, what are they? They include connection with people who feel isolated, lost, uncertain, and they need a positive message that fitness can provide. It is a foot in the door for fitness professionals who will do the work. You have to do something that many trainers aren't willing to do. You have to do 3 things. Number 1, open the kimono. Number 2, share the imperfect side of your life, the not made up, not hair bleached, not dressed in Lululemons. And number 3, you have to tie that back to your audience. There's got to be something relative to it. So if you can do that, and you will do it consistently, you can win hearts. Alienate the people that you are so wrong for anyway. And yeah, that's a good thing. And you will help people. People are looking and starving for connection right now. They don't want superficial. They really want to see you with a bedhead, with no makeup on, with a blemish on your skin. They want to see your roots showing because theirs are too. This episode is all about what makes the best social media posts. So I'm going to dive right into really just a list and giving you the examples of each of them. But stay with me here till the end, because there's something that even if you did all of these things, they wouldn't help alone grow your business. They may give you a connection, but if you're missing the one thing that you have to be doing for your business to grow by sharing your personal self, you'll miss out on the opportunity. All right, so let's start here. First of all, we're going to do these rapid fire. Think of it like speed dating. Tell a story. So if you use any of the examples I gave you earlier, go into your house, tell a story. Tell a reason, like a friend of mine told the other day. She's someone who deals with the really tough cases, like the medical cases that nobody else can solve. She gets those people. And she's got some intuition, but she also has some medical talent and scientific background. But she went in and did a video the other day on her house. And she shared how she's very conscious in her house right now. She has no paper products. She doesn't use paper napkins. She uses cloth napkins to reduce her carbon footprint. She uses recycled silverware. She uses recycled glasses that she picks up at thrift shops that someone else has discarded and not want, all so that she's not buying new things or throwing things away readily. That's a part of her story, and it's really a part of the values of her business as well. She can tie it to. But if you'd never think about doing something like that, think about it now. If you are someone who is authentic in the business self and the personal self that you are, and the way you live at home is the same way you live in the superficial way that you are at work. It's the same every layer. This could help you too. Okay, number 2, share behind the scenes. So I gave you an example of that a little bit just now, but what else happens? Like before you go on to teach classes, right now a great example might be before you open the doors for people, how right now are you cleaning? Literally show videos of your cleaning staff. Talk about what happens before every spinning class. How are you cleaning the bikes? What happens at the end of every spinning class? How are you cleaning the bikes? What about the yoga mats? Going in and just day by day doing a little video of each of those and saying, why am I doing this? Talk to the yoga instructors and the spinning instructors about how safe they feel and what's their story behind the scenes. Very, very powerful. Number 3, talk about the elephant in the room. So literally, there is no denying everyone in the world, and certainly here in your little town, in your state, knows that fitness centers and lots of businesses are suffering. Don't be afraid to talk about that. Don't be afraid to talk about, here's what we're doing and here's what we'd love to know from you. What do you need? How can we help you? Tell the story about the elephant in the room and your concern and your worry about the future, because they know it. So in the past, where you may have had this pride about my business is failing, but I have to look like it's thriving. Right now, being honest and open and transparent is probably one of the best things that you can do. Next is ditch the camera-ready perfection. I alluded to this earlier, but literally you can talk about this too. Like, hey, this is me, bedhead. I just rolled out. I had 1 cup of coffee, and here's what I'm going to do. So I'm showing you what I do first thing. Here's my glass of water with lemon in it or apple cider vinegar. That's the first thing that I do. Next thing is letting the dog out. Then, yeah, I have my matcha. Here's what goes into it. Here's some things I love. So literally, ditch the camera ready perfection. So you're taking them behind the scenes, but you're also doing it not showered, made up, perfect. Seriously, guys, that is gone right now. Be real and turn it on live if you can. So videotaping it so that you can edit the parts out that you don't like. You mean the parts like when you're not perfect, that you just missed the point of all of those earlier ones. You've got to connect. Nobody's feeling perfect right now. Life is not perfect right now. Turn it on live. Be transparent and open about your business struggle. And again, I alluded to this earlier. That's the elephant in the room, but maybe there are other things that you need to talk about. Talk about your business. Where is it? What do you hope? What's your hope for business? What do you project? And be transparent and open about your own personal challenges. I mean, what is it right now? Are you one of those people who's not watching Netflix? You, like me, are actually working more, twice as much for half as much for those first few months. It was tough, right? It's changing a lot right now, though, right? Had a record month in June, and I hope that you're seeing your numbers come back as well. Invite a conversation. Be sure that you're doing that. So sitting down head and shoulders to your Zoom or your YouTube or your Facebook live channels and just invite, it's a Q&A, ask me anything right now, and have them put it in comments. You can monitor comments on your phone while you're live from your desktop or your laptop. It's one of the best ways. You can have just an office call. Like, here you go, open personal training session right now. Meet with your coach. Be willing to do it. Be willing to do it imperfectly. Engage with the audience when you're live. Make sure that you do that. So it's not you just talking. You're not just giving a presentation. Come on with very few things to say. Make 1 or 2 points and then invite the questions. Ask a question of them. That's the best way to get engagement. So whether you want a thumbs up or you want a comment, that would be golden, or you want them to share, you have to ask questions and avoid asking them for a like. Will you like it? Give me a thumbs up. Try not to do that. Try to make it, this is the way you're going to answer me. So if your answer is yes, give me a thumbs up. If it's not, put a no in the comments, right? Now you're kind of organically getting what you want without saying, please like this, please share this, right? Don't be so needy. You do need it, but you have to be conscious about how it comes across. In the episode, I break down each of these, right? So we've just done that, giving you an example of how you can do it. But here's how you take that unique qualities and create your best social media post to position it for your ideal customers. So you've got to find your uniqueness. Here's what you need to do. Each of those, you're going to do something within them, following the example I gave you, but you want to combine your unique interests and skills with your client's desired transformation and the unique method you use to get it there. So think, unique skills. For me, I'm an artist. I don't use it a lot, but I am. And my client's desired transformation. I have women who are in middle of their life with menopause. They want to get rid of hot flashes and fatigue and belly fat. And what's the transformation I give them? I have a unique after 50 fitness formula for women that includes exercise, includes 10 tenets that we use in the programming for hormone balancing exercise. That's my special sauce. You have something, whether you help athletes or men, and you need to sit down and think about it. Even if you don't think you have a unique method or system, I bet you do. You meet with a client first by phone or consultation call, currently Zoom. That's not unique, right? But what series of questions do you ask them first? Which ones have the most meaning for you? When you're trying to create a step-by-step process, what will you ask them to first start or stop or change? And then next, and then next, and that probably right there is a system. Your answers to those questions are some kind of a method you should name. That's trademarkable, copyrightable. You may not be able to see this thing, this method you have yourself. Someone else probably can now. Consider asking someone else or a dozen someone else's to tell you why working with you was so great and it got them good results when nothing else had. And then go back through the list of best social media posts and you'll have a better idea of how to tell stories, and you also plant the seed about your unique process and method and system. In all those messages, you can tell about how you discovered it. You can tell about how this is a part of the method that you use with clients. And as you keep mentioning that over and over again, people will want to know more. In this episode, we covered the prompts for the best social media posts right now. They're personal, you have to connect. And I covered what's missing in many posts that could be best, but that won't ever result in more business if you forget them. When you use your special sauce and you combine these, you'll steadily see your influence and your leads begin to grow. I'll put all of the ideas for your best social media posts in the show notes. And I'll put that, how do you find your uniqueness? And then make sure in every social media post, you're linking back to it. You're talking about it, because that's what will make you distinct. Not another personal training or trainer posting, but the trainer that somebody wants to work with. And there you have it. A quick win for making your social media posts turn into best social media posts that lead to leads and customers. What are you waiting for? Never have people needed you more than right now.